Say.
And family, welcome to the Mark Clark Show. A little technical difficulties won't stop us. Can't stop, won't stop. We got, you can't hear? Bootsy, you can't hear? Silverback, can you hear?
Yeah, we hear you. Can you hear us?
We can. Bootsy?
Okay.
You can't hear Bootsy?
No, can't
Bootsy,
hear
you talk. Okay, he's going to climb back. Welcome, Silverback. How y'all doing?
Great. Yourself?
Good, man. So sorry about the technical difficulties. For everybody, this is the Silverback Fitness Crew led by King Silverback with his young son. Whatever reason, we're having some technical difficulties, so I didn't get a chance to do my normal introduction. And so, but guys, welcome to the show. Me and Bootsy do this, and this is going to be up for a week. So we do a new episode every Wednesday. So fresh new episode on Wednesday. I am Mark Clark. That is the Bootsy Vegas. And guys, why don't you introduce yourselves?
First, James Turner, Silverback Fitness.
My name is John Mel Turner, but he's called me Mel Turner. That's cool.
Now, Bootsy, what I love about this is, so first of all, we got a couple things. So a couple things going on here, guys. So Bootsy, who is an educator and also a boy dad, he's in his emotions tonight, guys, because he adopted a young lady who had an amazing story. And you know, God will do it. She came from the hard scrabble. The world was against her, and Bootsy supervised and saw something come to fruition that lands her in college with a full scholarship and no worries after a hard struggle. So he's very emotional, Dad, because
as he should be.
She's not a biological daughter, but Bootsy, who works with young people and has 30 or more kids come through his program. This one's so special that he did adopt her. So how you doing, Bootsy? You look emotional. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here with these gentlemen. It's definitely been an up and down day, but I'm doing good. And one thing about it, when I turn into Bootsy Vegas, I got to cut all the other stuff off. And this is such an amazing story with this father-son tandem here. I'm so excited about even having this conversation. And I'm like, wow, they could be twins so I can't wait to even get into the conversation. But I'm doing amazing. Thank you for that, Mark. Thank you for your help. Thank you for allowing me to harass your wife and both of y'all into this journey. And I appreciate y'all. And I'm just excited about this conversation with Silverback Fitness, because this is definitely what all of this is about, is sharing this and passing it down to the next generation.
Now, what I love about it, Bootsy, you have a son, and when I first called, first of all, Silverback got me with the videos, right?
Right.
I didn't know it was dad and son. I just saw it was two cats just going hard in the paint, Bootsy. So when I talked to Dad kind of, obviously, the physical, the look, he kind of personifies what you think it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? But what I thought was funny off the rip, Bootsy, was the son already coming for Dad even in the interview. He was like, all right, he was kind of bossing Dad around. So Dad is trying to hold on to the dynasty, but obviously the young lion, Simba, is making his move. But Dad, I know them workouts, Dad be like, okay, all right, son, you might think you're ready to take the throne, but you ain't ready. So Dad, talk to us about that. We talked off the air. You told me that this fitness journey started really with the whole family. Your man right there, though, kind of stuck with it. Everybody else is still in it a little bit, but he's your road dog. So tell us how it got started, man, and how you even got into fitness. Because obviously, whatever age you are, you ain't going to age. So
yeah. Because hold on, that is the crazy part, is that when I saw the promo, I'm like, hold on. For a minute, I did not know. And I'm sitting there taking it all in, and I still don't know. So please tell us, because I'm still shocked right now.
Well, 48 years old. I've always kind of been into fitness as a young kid. I think I was telling you, Mark, in between commercial breaks as a kid, I used to do push-ups and sit-ups. I just loved training. My dad was just naturally a big guy. My uncles were big guys, and I was just fascinated by their physiques. So I always wanted to be like that. But I just always had a knack for it. I always had a desire to work out, and it's just stuck with me forever. But back to you saying, like, how did I, like, that's how I started. But I say around the age of 15, I remember my uncle saying, boy, you're getting fat, you know. And back then my uncles, they don't hold their tongue. My uncles, my aunts, nobody. He kept saying, boy, you're getting fat. Boy, you're getting fat. So I got hooked on them Doritos, them Twinkies. You know, I was still doing my push-ups and my sit-ups, but you could do all the push-ups and the sit-ups you want. If you eat like that, you're gonna get fat. So I never forget, you know, he came over to the house one day and he said, boy, you don't got fat. But he kept warning me. But that wasn't what changed me as far as like getting into it a little more hardcore. I had a story. I won't get into it. It's a little long, but long story short, a girl told me, she said, stop laughing and get your fat A on the bus. And that right there I ended it. I said, nobody's calling me fat anymore. I said, I'm not getting in a pool with a t-shirt on anymore. So with that being said, I kind of switched up my diet a lot more. Not to the point where like I was stage ready, but I was like, I'm never gonna be called fat again. So fast forward, you know, I had the kids. Like I said, we all got involved. We were all working out. It was a dope team. I mean, it was me, him, 2 out of my 3 girls, and we were a unit in there. And it was definitely a great feeling. But like I said, he's still with me after 7 years. The girls do their own thing, you know, they're off and on. But he stuck with me. He's still here. So we're Silverback.
And Bootsy, the thing I just think so funny about it is that it's such a perfect name for you guys. Like, you know, I talked to you guys off the air. It was like it just kind of came together. You guys are really at the beginning of this journey. You're starting to go viral. People are starting to recognize you. And I told him, Bootsy, you know, what we do as far as we're not we're not salesmen and we're not hustlers. We are supporters. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so anything we can do to push forward, we'll do it. And don't worry, we ain't got our hands out. You know what I mean? So you know our background. You know, Bootsy is a 2-time stage 4 cancer survivor, and so I think that makes him, in addition to already being a guy who worked with the kids, been in the entertainment industry, been in the media industry, but that life lesson, I think, even just reinforced the importance of what life is. I'm a family guy. I've been married for 22 years. I started this weight loss journey about, you know, I've been up and down, you know, throughout years, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight, lose weight. And then last year, I had the weight loss surgery. I've lost over 100 pounds. You know, we were doing the podcast in my basement. I'm now moved on to television. My wife's a TV news anchor. So I'm on television too. So it's crazy. So people saw the journey. I started on a treadmill doing it every day. And they kind of saw the journey. And then I ended up on TV. So it's been like a crazy kind of like, for those who've been watching the reinvention journey, it's been crazy. So what's funny, man, is you remind me of one of my closest friends, Stan, who's in his 60s, who's a trainer, and he's still rocked up like you. Now, the thing's interesting is you're 48. Stan has been, you know how you guys are both that dude. Like, you're kind of known for your physique, right? So yeah. Stan hurt his foot. He got like an Achilles injury, and he has a limp now. And it's interesting, and even getting older. You know, when Superman gets older, it's an interesting dynamic. Now, of course, he's still Stan. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But it's real. Like, a part of getting older is a part of getting older, right? Mm-hmm. And so I talked to him, and he was saying he wasn't dyeing his hair no more. He's keeping the grays, like, you know, whatever. And so guys, you know, and again, I think you guys resonate on so many levels: the family piece, the fitness piece, the man piece, the black man piece, man. I mean, like, we don't get a chance a lot of times to talk about like what it is to be a black man, what it is, the fears that we have when we, you know, we have to be what we have to be, and all that comes with it. You know, you're a brother, you gotta know how to play ball. Your son knows this shit. You gotta know how to talk to honeys. You gotta know how to play ball. You gotta know how to rap. You gotta know how to be cool. You gotta know how to dress. Like, stuff don't really matter, but it's real, right? You got to be strong. You got to be fast. You got to be all these things that we kind of have in our culture. It's a lot. And it's like a lot of times also we can't be real either, right? I remember, in the bedroom, I remember I had performance anxiety. I remember in my 20s. And I remember I asked, hey man, this ever happened to you? And everybody's like, no. It's never happened to nobody.
Yeah,
right?
never.
And then you get to be in your late 40s and 50s. Now all of a sudden cats are finally starting to do, because now you need answers. Mm-hmm. And my friend Stan is a trainer. He said that's the number one question every man ask him. He's rocked up, he's in his 60s. He's like, hey man, let me ask you something. What kind of blah, 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 blah. So I know that's off topic. Your face frowned. But what I'm getting to is that having honest conversations. So to have a dad that you can lean on, man, that's pretty awesome. And talk to us about that and talk about your journey. Because the other part is to be in the shadow of dad. That's also something that's real. I think celebrities feel it. People who have parents who are prominent or whatever are known for blank. Everybody almost looks at it like, oh, that's so son, And so then you have to live with that or deal with that. What's that like?
I mean, I can say for sure that it's been always growing up. Oh, are you Turner's son? Are you James Turner's son? And I'd be like, yeah. But the thing about me, and I can say the same thing about him, is there's no egos. We don't have a big ego. So I'm not saying, oh, I'm trying to get out of my father's shadow. It's, you know what I mean? I don't even think I'm in his shadow. People know me and people know him. And if people want to address me as his son, that's perfectly fine by me. I'm not worried about that. I don't have ego. But as far as my fitness journey, he got me consistently in October of 2015. That's when we started. And
how old were you then? How old were you when he started you?
18.
Okay.
I was 18 years old. I'm 20. I just turned 25. So it's been 7 years. But once you start this, it's kind of hard to, if you're really into it, it's kind of hard to stop because it keeps me focused. It keeps me focused, and it definitely starts my day off properly. So I need it. I have a more productive day when I'm in the gym and I start my day off at the gym. So I couldn't. This guy's my best friend since I was young. Since I was young, for sure. I know, like, we've always confided in each other about stuff that sometimes a father and son wouldn't confide in each other in. Like he told me stuff that he hasn't told other people because he knew that it would stay where it was said.
Right.
There was never any problem. There was never any issues with loyalty, and he knew that when I was a young age. So you can't write the story better. We only have so much time on this earth, so I'm happy that I can work out with this guy every day. It just makes us stronger, man. You know what I mean? And this needs to be pushed more. Black fathers and black sons having a good relationship and being public and showing the world that this is
no, go ahead, sorry.
Showing the world that there aren't all deadbeats. Look at this guy. He's been in my life since I was born. You know what I mean? I could confidently say, and he said the same thing. We're literally best friends. We're best friends, man. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for real.
So I would love to ask this question. So just in general, well, the first thing is, how did you guys come up with the name Silverback? Now, I'm a Washington football fan, and Trent Williams call himself the Silverback, the offensive line or whatever. Mm-hmm. I would love to know how the whole name of Silverback, for people who may not know what that name means. I would love to know, what does it mean to you guys and how you came up with it?
Well, when I first came up with the name, the reason I came up with the name Silverback is because, the silverback is a strong animal. Right. But it went deeper than that. I was telling Mark, every silverback little community has that silverback that controls that community. Right. So when I came into the gym with my family, I looked at it as, this is my family. I'm that alpha. I'm that silverback. Mm-hmm. Understand what I'm saying? So that's how I came up with the name. And to me, it means strength and unity. That's exactly what it is. And the day that I can't do this and hold it on my back, as far as the physical part, I hope he can carry this on. He will carry this on, and if he have sons, or if he have nephews or whatever, he can continue this. But it's not just about to working out. It's about being the alpha male that can take care of your family. When I'm gone, he can take care of his sisters, his nieces. He will be well equipped to take care of the family mentally and physically. I'm assured of that. I can rest assured of that. So that's what, not to go off the topic a little bit, but that's where the name came from.
No, I love it. And this is the thing I think that I realize in our community, guys, and why you guys, again, are so valuable. I think Bootsy and I are in the same boat. Like, first of all, I've been married for over 22 years. And I was a caregiver for my father-in-law. And people, my wife's a media person, I'm a media person. So, we're kind of high-profile media people. People see our love. But again, my dad wasn't in my life. I met him one time. And the one thing that I know about my wife's belief in me is, and I always say it, she believes in me because she believes in her dad. You know what I mean? She believed in me because she believed in her dad. Wow. And that's what you have with your dad. And that's what me and Bootsy, I think we did have that. I don't know if I can't speak for you. I did not have that, right? That's because Allison's dad was one of the most brilliant, loving men I've ever known. And I have male friends. I have a community of black male friends and family who filled the gap, and through my journeys, I can cry, I can laugh, I can get advice. And that's special, because sometimes some cats don't have that, right? And some cats don't even know how to give it. And because they haven't had it, they don't know how to accept it either, right? And so that's why you guys are so important, man, because like you said, dad being your best friend, man, and that, like you said, we all, oh man, people start with whole conversations now. Oh, the alpha male, no, what you just said is so perfect, man, and it paints the picture. No, I'm here. I'm standing in the gap for my family. My family, it can rest assured that I'm going to be here. Now, for me, I've had, finances have fallen apart, and this has fallen apart. And what I realized is being there is a part of the game too. It don't necessarily mean sometimes when people say, oh, you can't support your family. So I see what happens when you lose your gig, you lose your money, and you can get psyched out and be like, well, let me go ahead and dip, because since I can't give them the finances, no, they need you. They need you. They need your protection. They need your love. They need to know that you're there. And so when it goes to stuff in a relationship, they be like, well, damn, okay, a man sticks around, and they work through it. He doesn't just run away. But I will say this: when you're tapped out and broke, I get it though, because it's almost like it can be embarrassing. It could be, you look at, well, who am I? Who am I? Well, you're more than just that check. That's what you have to realize. So
Dad, I would love to know, was it being hard in developing your son? I mean, being as though you guys have a close bond or whatever, and sometimes you may see things. What was the process for you being a dad, getting your son into it and having this high expectation for him?
Say that last part again.
What was it hard being demanding and having to execute this high expectation for him? What was that like for you, being the person bringing him into this world and then having such a high expectation for him?
You talking about in the fitness world or in the world?
Fitness world. Just because fitness is such a commitment, as he said earlier, you got to get up every day. It's an everyday thing. What was that like for you doing it with your son, bringing him into it, trying to make sure that he met your standards? What was that like for you as a dad?
Well, I never really thought about it, in a matter of trying to wanting him to meet my standards. I like the commitment of working out with my family, keeping them in shape, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Like, my family battles diabetes. We have diabetics. We have hypertension. We have depression. So to have them in here with me is dope, because I feel like health is, physical fitness is how you can keep that doctor away.
Right.
Early, my I have 2 sisters and a brother. My sister had a heart attack already, you know, but she had a heart attack. She had a heart attack 10 years ago, you know. The heart attacks run through my family, you know. My uncle, God bless him, my mother, my grandmother, young ages. The heart attacks are there. My uncle a stroke, so many at young ages. Cousins strokes, one diabetic, you know, one was two diabetics, one passed from diabetic coma. So yeah, it's bad as far as that goes. So it was great to get him in there, keep him in shape, keep the doctors away. Like I said, we all battle depression, and he just said it. Like when he wakes up in the morning, same with me. When I wake up in the morning, if I hit that workout, everything is much better. If I woke up stressed, depressed after the workout is done, I feel much better. And I got chills saying it because I really like, okay, what was a huge problem before the workout is no longer a problem.
Wow.
So depression with cardio, depression means nothing. Doing a lot of cardio or strenuous workout will get rid of that stress and depression.
Wow.
Just got to get in there.
Let me ask this question. You know, because obviously the fitness thing is there, even with the promo video. What is a normal diet thing for you guys? Because you know, a lot of people do use a correlation of diet and exercise. I would love to know, is there a diet component to it? And if so, what is your diet like? You know, what is the diet portion of the Silverback Fitness thing?
Well, you want to talk?
Yeah, I'll talk. We're not too knowledgeable as far as like strict, you know, people train for shows and they have it strict down to a T. I'm eating this many calories, I'm eating this many carbs each meal. We just know our bodies, so we know that if we're falling off, we have to cut off the carbs a little bit. We got to stop eating past 8 o'clock. You know, we have to put the drink down. I know he's been like 2 weeks sober, no alcohol at all, because he's cutting up. We're about to have a photo shoot soon. So it's just little things like that, little tweaks like that. Eating our carbs in the morning instead of having them at night. It's just little tweaks like that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
One thing that I can say is you can't outwork a crappy diet, but we work out hard enough where we can cheat a little bit. Cheat a little bit in moderation, you know, and it won't really affect that much, because when it comes to the gym, you see our videos, it's not for show. We really work out hard, dripping sweat on the floor. People looking at us like, what are you guys training for? What are you guys training for?
They do
ask this guy, yo, you play football? You in the NFL? Who are you? It's just, this is how we get it in.
So what is a normal day diet for you then? I would love to know just in general, because the reason why I'm asking is because both of y'all skin look good, and you both have this youthful vibe presence with y'all. And I know diet is different between who it is, but just a regular day. Could you just tell me the son, what does your normal eating day look like from the morning until the end to go to coincide with this fitness that you're doing? Because obviously you got to have the energy enough to even work out. Just explain to me, for somebody who do not know that much, what is a normal day diet like for you guys?
Okay. So we usually train at 5:45 in the morning. Okay. So I do it fasted. I don't consume anything. So I do it fast. I do the workout fasted, but after, my body's crying for some carbs, some food to eat. So I'll have a big meal between 9 and 11 o'clock in the morning, and I'll have a smoothie with it just to get the antioxidants, all the seeds, the flax seeds, chia seeds, hemp seeds, all that. Yeah. So I have that around between 9 and 11. Then I have a second meal between 1 and 2, a third meal around 5 o'clock, and then a fourth meal right before 8 o'clock. And then that's it for the night. That's it. What does
that 8 o'clock meal look like? Because obviously you're planning to shut it down. Tell me what that 8 o'clock meal is like for people who like to eat late and they're trying to wiggle off that. Like, tell me what the 8 o'clock meal is like, before 8 o'clock meal.
Before 8 o'clock, I'm on ground beef right now. I've been eating ground beef for like the past 3-4 weeks. So I'll just have ground beef and that's it. No carbs by itself, just the protein. That's it. Because I had my big meal earlier in the day. Right. I have my big meal earlier in the day, and sometimes if I get a second workout in, I'm like mentally, okay, I burn that off. so I don't really got to worry about that meal. But before I go to sleep, it's light, because when I wake up in the morning, we're training. Our shirts are off for the video, so you can't really have too many carbs because you can't be looking a certain way. You know what I mean? For the camera. So
Dad, what is your meal like, Dad? Dad, what is your meal like?
They're eating raw beef. Lamb just
cut the cow and just eat them right there. He's still moving. But me, I've been in construction for so long that I'm done with the eggs. So I start in the morning. Like, my lady, she's a good cook, thank God. But she'll whip me up some rice, beans, steak. It could be rice, beans, steak. It could be grilled chicken. It varies. Every once in a while I'll cook, but it could be shrimp and rice. She's Spanish, so it's always a lot of rice in there. Pa, eat your rice. But my first meal today, for example, was steak, beans, onions, and rice. My second meal was tuna, just straight tuna.
Wow.
But normally it would be another meal with rice or rice and beans. It's simple. It's not complicated.
Right.
So then around 3 or 4 o'clock, whatever she made, if it was steak or chicken, that's when I go to the protein, and I just stay with the protein. And then when I get home, 7 o'clock, 6 or 7 o'clock, once I eat my last meal, it's usually just protein. That's it. Throw some fruits in there. Like today I had strawberries, and that's it. It's simple.
So you guys had, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you guys are getting ready to start the 21-day challenge.
Yeah.
Is that a fitness challenge?
Yes. It's gonna be simple. It's gonna be a follow along. We're in front of the camera, and you just gotta follow us and do what we're doing. 20 minutes, 3 times a week. Walk a mile on the 2 off days. The 2 off days out of the work week, you walk a mile. You're gonna see changes like that.
And so there's no cost. You just sign up and roll with you guys.
No, it's gonna be very extremely affordable. We didn't release it yet, but it's gonna be extremely affordable.
Yes. But to touch on that a little bit, as far as the workout goes, it's he said it's simple because we made it simple for beginners as well. So if you want to you literally just follow along. I'm doing the exercises, you're watching me. It's time. If you can keep up with me, you keep up with me. If you're more advanced, within that 45 seconds, you work a little harder. So say I'm doing lunges for 45 seconds. You'll lunge for 45 seconds, then you're going to take a break for 15. Then the next one could be a squat. You do that, you do the same thing. 45 seconds on, 15 seconds break. So it's going to be 20 minutes, but the first 4 minutes is going to be your stretching. So essentially it's 16 minutes. So I say for the people that are advanced who are in the gym working out religiously, you should take this as this is your cardio for your workout, before your workout. People that aren't in the gym, this is perfect for you to get right as far as getting yourself situated to go into the gym and hit those weights, the squats with the weights, because I'm doing all of this with no weights. So you're doing lunges, you're doing push-ups, we didn't throw burpees in there, you're doing invisible rope. It's a lot, but it's perfect. It's perfect for the advanced person. It's perfect for the beginner.
So again, go to Silverback Fitness. And when does this start? Did you say April 1st? No. When does it start?
August 1st.
August 1st. All right. So it's coming up now. This is going down. So if you go to Silverback Fitness, you guys you say you might have to pay something. So if we go and follow you, we'll find out how to do that, right?
Yes. What we're gonna have people do is we're gonna message it. They're gonna message us, and we're gonna tell them the course. We may even put the course. We may even put the course up. We're still thinking about it. We're not sure. But it's not gonna. We're not trying to break the bank. You know, at the same time, we put our time into it. Like we were out by the water. It was hot. He was recording me. We were there for an hour and a half, just training straight, right?
Yeah.
So we definitely expect a little something from it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm joining. I'm going to
Okay.
join.
Oh,
100%.
snap. Yeah, I'm too. Here's the thing that's so cool about it.
100%.
You guys are just starting, right? And who knows? Like when I was in New York. You guys are from New York. I asked you if you know Angelique Miles. Look at Angelique Miles' page on Instagram. Angelique is 50 plus. She's kind of like a influencer now, like a beauty influencer. And so when I was in New York, she hadn't even really started it. And now her page is like, you know, Clinique and this and that. And I see that it's going to happen with you guys because it's the brand thing. Obviously, Silverback fit the clothing line. You got dad, you got the kids. Come on, man. It's good. So supplements. It's a whole thing.
Yes.
Whole thing. So Bootsy, we're going to be able to say we had him on first.
How about it? About it early. Please remember me, guys, because I'm going to get in shape. And hopefully I'm going to look so good, they're going to think I'm one of y'all sons or brothers. One of those.
Uncle Bootsy. Okay, so guys, as we wrap things up, any last words you want to say to your people, man?
I'll wrap it up saying I'll touch back on what I said before. We need more of this.
Right.
We need more father and son. When we first started catching traction and blowing up, I was saying I'm happy that we're inspiring people. People are messaging us saying, "Yo, this video, I did the workout. I did what you guys did in this video, and it's awesome. It's awesome to see that. To think that you're getting up, you're recording yourself working out, and you're inspiring people around the world. Like, it's amazing. We're getting DMs from people all in different countries. It's just amazing. But now I realize that this is just we're inspiring fathers and sons, father-son duos. Like,
it's a fact.
Get it started. Get in the gym. Start them out young. Like, it's awesome. It's awesome. Health is wealth. You know what I mean? And we need to change. We need to change the narrative about Black fathers. We really need to change the narrative about Black fathers because not all of them are the same. But in due time, it will happen. It will happen. But I would like to say, you got something to add?
Nah, I just want to add to that too. I want to touch on what Mr. Mark Clark said. You know, we're taught and told so many things, and we're it's expectations that they have of us. Like you said, that makes no sense. Like, it should be about. It should be different, put it like that. At a loss of words, but what I'm trying to say is exactly what he said. We need to stick together, fathers, sons, uncles, fathers. Everybody need to be. The brotherhood is not the way it used to be, put it like that. Right. And part of the reason is everybody got to be so tough. And you don't see people do this anymore. Like, right. I'll do that forever. You know what I'm saying? So that's lost in our community, and I just had to touch on that because what he said is perfect. It makes perfect sense. And thanks for having us on. Now you can finish. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, I just want to say, could have reached out to anybody. You guys reached out. You reached out to us. We appreciate that. We appreciate the exposure and the time. It's awesome. Nice meeting you guys. And again, thanks for having us.
Can I just say this before you go? Can I just say the one thing?
What's
Dad,
up?
You're doing an amazing job. You're doing an amazing job where you can put this amazing, intelligent, articulate young man to sell the same vision that you had. So if nobody told you, Dad, you're doing an outstanding job with him.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like really, we can already see where this is going to go, what it's going to be. And obviously your work and DNA has really transformed it. You're doing an outstanding job, Dad. I wish you could adopt me.
No, definitely. And it's funny because anytime you see this kind of relationship, I'm always emotional because
me too.
Obviously it speaks to what everybody wants. And so congratulations. Now, Dad, let me ask you now on the video, y'all did that race with them tires. Now, Dad, baby boy He was on your neck.
He got me.
And I love the fact that you posted it because he was right. Now, Dad, at one point were you like, "Oh Lord, he about to get me on this"? Was it?
He beat me.
And
He
be
beat
honest,
me.
Dad. Be honest.
He beat me. I'm being honest. He beat me.
But wait a minute, you did have a heavier tire though.
I did, but when you can't.
That's how
You
he
know-
started it. He said, "I'll take the heavier tire. I'll still beat you."
Yeah.
We're both so competitive, but
Yeah.
you know,
That
it's
damn
all love
quickness,
at the
that
end of the
youth
day.
quickness got you, Dad. The quickness.
Yeah, it definitely did. It definitely did. But you know, one thing I always told him too, and I could, Mark, me and you were on that phone, but I was at a union meeting. I'm on the board now, but me and you could have kept talking, man. But another thing with him is like, just so we're clear here, is like we're very competitive, but at the same time, it's not, because I've taught this guy. I've been blessed to learn how to wrestle. So I've been wrestling this boy since he's 5 years old. He go into kindergarten and he was getting kicked out of schools because they were saying he was too rough, but he was just smiling and he was just wrestling, playing. But he took me down, and that was a proud moment for me because I knew I did my job. So we're competitive, but it's all love at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
I love
But
it.
he got that because ain't nobody trying to hear you slipped and fell when you lose a fight. He won that. He got that. But there'll be another round.
And Dad, what I love about, I love that.
Sneaks me. He just sneaks me.
Yeah,
now.
I do.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, and I love it because again, guys, we don't see this on TV. We don't see the humanity of Black men, and you guys, we can see it on the page. And so again, it's more than the fitness piece; it's everything. So continued success. We are family. If y'all need anything, we got you. Of course, I'll send you a link, and we could actually, let's blow this thing up, get people signed up, get fit, because like I say, especially Black men, man. So many of us are former athletes. We used to be able to do that. That's something else we could talk about too, Dad. Yeah. That holds you back. Like I know it myself. I used to be Mr. Dip, Mr. Pull Up, and now I can do like barely one pull up. And psychologically, it messes with you because psychologically you just be like, it's like throwing on 315 on the bench. That used to be the measuring stick always. Anytime you could always do that. Now it's like, and so a part of you at the gym, and the guy's like, "Sir, do you need some help?" "No, I don't need no help." "Yes, you do need help." It's like these are things that again, we don't talk about, but you guys are a whole source of that. So anyway, guys, again, Silverback Fitness, everybody follow them. And guys, thanks for joining us on the show. Bootsy, final wrap it up, Bootsy. Final word.
Hey, great job, Dad. Great job, son. This is amazing. I am joining. I'm going to try to get right and fit, but I just want to say amazing job. And when we think about why we're doing these platforms and the reason why we're doing it, it's really to highlight stories and people like you guys. You guys are amazing. If nobody else has not told you guys are amazing, and if it's more Silverback Fitness duos, there'll be a lot more success stories. Congratulations. And I'm looking forward to joining as well.
All right.
All right, guys. Take care.
Appreciate it. Take it easy, fellas.
Have a good one, guys.